Say, how pleasant. Very, very pleasant indeed. How are you? How are you, my dear?
Fine.
How are you enjoying the sauna? I say there's nothing like it.
No, nothing at all.
Oh, I remember you.
Do you?
Yes, down by the fridge, rubbing the old ice box. Hey, what?
I bet you're the kind of guy that never forgets a face, eh, right?
How did you guess?
Just instinct.
This is what happens when Robbie forgets to lock the door.
Yes, my little sugar plum, I know.
Well, it's such a jolly trip, best ever. And I think it's terribly decent the way the Cassadines allow the crew to share the facilities.
Yes, well, if they didn't let us share the facilities, we wouldn't be decent.
Right, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. These yours?
Well, yes.
Oh, bit hard up, are we?
Oh, just at the moment. That's right, we are.
Yeah. I say, could I interest either of you blokes in a game of chance? I mean, you might be able to pick up a few quid.
Well, we take a lot of chances. You'd be surprised.
I knew it. I just left a dilly of a game up top with some of the fellows up there. Two guys from Bogota. Awfully interesting fellows they were, and magnificent place. So I said I'd come down and beat around under the bunks, you know, see if I could come up with a couple more players, just to make things interesting.
Yeah.
Trey's informal, you understand.
Of course, yeah. Well, I don't really think so. I think the Cassadines might think we were taking things a little bit too far if we got involved like that.
Do you really think so?
I'm sure of it.
Oh, I say, you are a bewitching creature, aren't you?
Okay, I think it's time we got back to work, don't you?
Right, okay. Well...
You're quite sure you wouldn't change your mind about the game?
No, thank you very much. I don't think so. We have to get back to work.
It really has been,
Nice to meet you.
Trey Jolly and all.
Trey.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Anyone home tonight?
Alice is not here. I don't think she's here anyway, and Amy is either here or just about to arrive. I don't know. Do you want a drink?
No, I do not, and I think you ought to sit down and relax. You're not going to play hostess to me.
Edward is not telling us everything he knows.
That's obvious, isn't it?
So why is he lying?
Because he has to be connected with it, I would say.
So how do we find out what he does know?
Leslie, everywhere we turn, we get a dead end, a very deliberate dead end. I just wish the police could be of some help.
Why aren't they more concerned?
Who isn't concerned?
Hi.
Didn't know you were here, Amy.
I heard you talking. Who isn't concerned?
It's, too complicated. Nothing,
It's about Laura, isn't it, huh? And all that stuff going on with Luke and Robert Scorpio, right?
What do you know about this?
Well, not very much, but I've known that something funny was going on with the three of them for a long time. Actually, four of them. Alex Quarterman,
What do you
too.
mean funny?
Well, for example, there was the night at the disco when Laura made her exit through a window. And that happened to be the same night that Luke disappeared.
She sounds like Slick. I feel like I'm talking to Slick here.
I want to ask this one. What do you mean she went out through the window?
That's exactly what I mean. Laura was there with Robert Scorpio, and I don't know if she wanted him not to see her leave or something, but she made her exit through the ladies' room window. And then there was the time that Luke...
Was there anything particularly wrong with the door when she went out through the window?
I think that she just didn't want Scorpio to see her leaving.
First we hear that Luke and Laura and Scorpio are working together and they're in each other's hip pockets and they're best friends, and all of a sudden she's going out of window so he doesn't see her leaving someplace.
Uh-oh. Did Luke and Scorpio have a fight? I mean, did Laura have to take sides or something?
Young lady, you take your overactive imagination and can it, all right?
Guess you don't want me to ask any more questions, huh?
How very perceptive of you.
That's okay. I have to go anyway.
Where are you going, please?
I'm going to the disco.
Yes, okay.
Oh, speaking of the disco, I heard something today that you guys are absolutely not going to believe. Susan Moore is pregnant, and nobody knows who the father is.
It may interest and surprise you to learn that I have known about that for some time. In fact, we both have, but as usual, you don't have the story straight.
Oh.
Susan happens to be in love with a man named Wellington, Arnold Wellington, I believe it is. He is the father of her child, and she has left, I am sure, to join him. Now, you are to drop that tone of letting us in on the juicy gossip of the week and back off. Do I make myself clear?
Very. How come everybody always dumps on me?
Well spoken.
She's
Well
got
spoken.
to stop gossiping like this. Heaven only knows who she talks about all day long.
You're thinking about Laura.
And us. And I am falling apart here. What is the matter with me?
Hey, it's a wonder you're not coming apart at the seams.
I'm not going to cry. I am not going to cry.
Oh, what you're going to do is you're going to go upstairs, and I'm going to turn the hot water on in the tub. And you're going to climb in, and you're going to relax. Then we are going to spend a very quiet evening here alone, having a very simple
But we
nice
have to...
dinner.
Doris,
Hey, getting
we've gotta-
upset is not going to help it, is it?
Doctor's orders.
Better believe it. Now, go.
He's so cute when you're masterful like that.
All clear, come on.
I've never been so scared in my life.
That's too personal and much too close for comfort.
Who is that? No idea. He's not one of your normal Cassadine types. What next? What? It's still on. We'll try this one more time. Come on. I'm game.
Oh, anything to stay out in the air.
Come on.
Okay, check out the radio room.
All right.
Locked.
I'll get that.
Come on.
Ah, I did it.
Oh, you're light on your fingers, old buddy.
I don't believe it. That's amazing. How did you do it?
Jimmy Valentine would have been proud.
Open it, open it.
Those real diamonds?
That's the reason they're in the safe, sweetheart. And that's the only thing of value in there.
No formula.
No, damn it.
Well, where could it be, man?
Well, somewhere on the boat, I can guarantee you that.
Well, we've already checked the sauna room.
Certainly isn't there. All right. We've all taken enough risks for one day. Back down the hatch. Come on.
Oh, look, it's so beautiful up here. Can't we just stay out just for a little while?
Come on, a couple of minutes, all right? Hello?
Okay. Look, I'll stand at the foot of the stairs and make sure no one bothers us. You two relax.
Thanks, pal.
So what are you thinking?
I was just thinking that the ocean seems almost endless. I was also thinking how safe I feel in your arms.
I've never been able to hold you close enough. I think my shirt shrank in the washer.
I think everything did. Do you remember the first time that we went to Frank Smith's office and your clothes were still dripping?
Frank Smith, oh, what
Yeah.
a blast from the past.
Yeah. Not really, though. And here we are again, right? We're out here in the middle of I don't know where. But it's great. So great. Just because we're together.
Okay, movie buff. Walls of Jericho one time. This time, let me tell you what. Remember? Do you remember the movie with Doris Day and I think it was some guy like Jack Carson, something like that. And they were on this ship with Charles Lawton. Remember that movie?
No, I mean, Doris Day? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of it.
You're kidding. It's on TV all the time. It's a very important film. I think they call it Mutiny on the Bounty. I think Doris Day played Captain Bligh or something like that.
You know what this is really more like, though?
What?
The ship of fools.
Well, you've got that right.
I know.
Laura? Isn't it funny?
What?
Childhood fantasies and dreams. I always had this fantasy of being a pirate on
Yeah?
a ship, on a great adventure, being in love. It's bizarre how things work out.
Yep. Well, it's a dream come true for me. To be here with you. I love you.
Attention, please. Attention. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your attention, please? Dinner will be served in 1 hour. Cocktails are now available in all
Sorry,
staterooms.
kids, come on, we gotta go.
We hope
So
you are
much for
enjoying the
romance
cruise.
in my seats.
Dinner will be served in 1 hour. Cocktails are now available in all staterooms. Thank you.
You know, this place really jams. It's definitely lively. I used to manage a disco on the east side of New York. Couldn't always attract this kind of a crowd on a Friday night.
Hey, what a coincidence. Our manager, Susan Moore, she just left town.
No kidding.
Yeah, how about I give your name to the owner, Dr. Alan Quartermain?
No, I don't think so.
Come on, this is a gold mine here. We need a good manager. I like this job. I'd like to keep it.
You convinced me. Here's my name and the number of my hotel. Have the owner call me if he's interested, man.
Thanks, Mr. Corrigan. You could make yourself a real good deal.
Hey, Amy. What's happening? You look all worked up.
You catch on real quick, Zach. That look is either heralds fascinating news or something hot off the press.
And I can hardly wait.
Hello, Amy. How are you tonight? Why, fine, thank you. And how about yourself? Hi, Amy. I'm glad. Well, hello, Kat. And thank you for your warm and courteous greeting.
All right, Amy. I didn't mean to offend.
Hey,
I'm
just
sorry.
give us the dirt and it's shovel school if you don't mind.
Well, you forced it out of me.
Bye.
Just before I was getting ready to leave the house tonight, Rick and Lesley came in, and they were very, very upset about Laura. Now, they didn't know that I could hear this part, but Lesley said that she thinks that the police are covering up something about Laura, and that for some reason they're not telling her the truth about where she is or what she's up to. Well? Well?
Well, the question is if it's true, and I don't believe it.
Do you think I'm lying?
Well, maybe there's something to it. Speak up, lady.
Well, I happen to overhear Alan and Edward quarreling. It seems that Rick and Leslie stopped by, and whatever they were discussing, Edward was not pleased.
You see?
Oh, come on, Kathy. You want to dance?
Wait, you'll miss my big news. You know that Susan Moore's left town? You know how come?
No.
She's pregnant.
That's worth an 11. Excuse me a minute.
Sure. Let me slide in. You want to take my seat, Amy?
Sure will.
Amy, you
There you
really
go.
outdid yourself tonight.
You know, I wish Laura would be right now. Let's pose a toast to her. That she's safe and sound.
And to Luke, for the same reason.
Mr. Luke and Laura.
All right, Luke and Laura.
We did. We really did. Fantastic job. They're in their room right now.
Yeah, it's very
I don't know.
So we know where to rest, huh?
Yeah. Well, dinner's going to be a real hassle, so we should just take it easy. Well, people will be back in 10, 15 too.
We've got to find another place to hide.
Where? The laundry room?
No, that won't do. We'll find something. The engine room.
Thank you. Quartermain resident? Hello, Stella. This is Kathy. Has Mrs. Quartermain left yet?
Oh, no, honey. She's right here. She's just about to go out the door. I'll get her for you. It's Kathy, Dr. Quartermain.
Oh, thank you, Stella. Here's Kathy.
Oh, I am so glad I caught you at home.
Well, where are you? I'm at the disco. Mr. Corrigan is here, and, we both found out a little news that's gonna amaze you. Here, I'll let him tell you.
Hi there.
Well, somebody tell me what this news is, because if I don't get out of here right now, I'm gonna miss my plane.
Yeah, well, my news will send you off. It wasn't really a surprise to me. I was hoping it could wait until I had more information to give you. However, since Kathy knows, I suppose now is the appropriate time to tell you.
What? Tell me what?
Susan Moore is pregnant. Are you still there? Did you hear me?
Yes, yes, I heard you. Well, are you sure?
Yes, positive. Now I want you to think about this information while you're gone. And we'll plan our next piece of strategy when you get back. And you have yourself a real nice trip.
Yes, yeah, fine, thank you. I will.
Ciao.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Alice, the table looks great.
It does look pretty, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I really appreciate you coming over in such quick notice. You did a great job. Very nice.
Oh, Dr. Ware, it was nothing. I was glad to do it. I like to keep busy.
Ah,
But, of course, you did the really heavy work.
I did?
Slicing the roast beef.
Oh, yeah.
How is Dr. Weber? I mean, I kind of understand how she feels being so worried about Laura and everything.
Oh, now you stop that. You've got enough on your mind without worrying about me.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. At least I know that Susan has left Fort Charles.
Look, if you see her or talk to her, please give her our best. I'm sure she'll be happy in whatever she's doing.
Oh, yes, I'll feel that way, too. Thank you. Of course, being in this house and working around here just does me a world of good, but I've got to be going now. I got your tea steeping in the kitchen, and there's some of your favorite hot potato salad in the oven.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
Good
Thanks
night,
again,
Alice.
Alice. Appreciate it. You look about 1,000,000% better than when you came down those stairs.
Oh, well, bubbles and hot water, the best therapy in the whole world.
Well, that was phase 1, and now we have phase 2.
This is so pretty. Did you help Alice do all this?
Help, Alice. I did it all myself. Well, 1% I did myself.
Uh-huh. It's nice. It looks lovely.
Young lady.
Thank you.
Why don't we sit over here for a minute?
Okay. I was, thinking to myself, as I floated around in the tub, I was thinking, Laura really is a big girl now, right?
That's something we should remind ourselves
Yeah.
of all the time.
Well, I mean, at least she acts like a big girl. She is capable of taking care of herself. But I think even if I knew exactly where they were and that they were absolutely all right, I would still worry about them. So I guess the truth of it is, I just don't really want her that far away, ever.
That might be a great deal to ask for.
Is it? Yes, well, I suppose it's not the thing for a sophisticated, fascinating woman of the world like myself to be heard saying, but I can't help it. I just love her so much.
I know. I love her too, Lesley. I really do. I love her very much. And I'd like her to be near us all the time. Oh, sure, there have been a lot of problems. Yes, Laura has been her share of problems for us. But when I see her walk into a room, so beautiful and so poised, I am very proud that I'm her father.
Oh, I'm so glad you were here today.
I happen to love Laura, Lesley. you.
That slam sounded awfully final. Luke, help me! Right!
We're locked in, aren't we?